First thing you want to do when you start a new act, identify and revive. The first item we got from Mephisto is Gorefoot. Faster run walk is always a great addition, but the real winners here are the +2 to mana per hit and the +2 to leap. Since all skills for the Barbarian cost so little, this is going to keep me topped off. And since I'm a skillless Normie, this leap is going to add much needed mobility. I also got a Sanders Superstition. This weirdly statted wand is perfect for a melee necro, but not good here. Like I said, leap is good for mobility. Having the ability to jump your way out of dangerous spot is worth its weight in gold. Or you can do what I do and choose to deliberately annoy. Haha, look at those losers. They can't do anything to me now. Look at that spread. Something I didn't talk about in this skillless Normie run is the lack of defensive skills. You can see how much these Doom Knights are knocking me down. I'm sure some Iron Skin would help me here. Anyone else have Vietnam flashbacks when running through a group of burning souls? But the real test here is Izual. Seeing how fast I can bring him down will determine how much of an issue I will have with Diablo. We find him and begin the beatdown. And look at that damage. Izual has a lot of HP, but still, this is going to be a problem. After what seems like playing only one round of Fortnite, Izual goes down. However, in my zeal to test my might against my foes, I forgot the reward for this quest. I can't even use it. With any other class, this invaluable reward would go far into building a great build. Down in the River of Flames, we have big brutes ready to show us a good time. Fisto goes down without much of a problem.
Impossible.
But this is the worst point to realize that I never picked up Mephisto's Soul Stone. Ugh, here we go. So Mephisto didn't drop his Soul Stone. Weird. It was actually while writing the script that I realized what happened. You can see here that I had placed Mephisto's Soul Stone on the Hellforge before fighting Hephisto. I simply forgot it was there. When Percival protested that it was impossible, it wasn't because the stone was missing, it was because he didn't have the hammer equipped. I guess I'm too dumb to finish this quest, and I move on, leaving Mephisto's Soul Stone in literally one of the worst places to ever leave it. Going back to town, I did one of the worst things I could do. I talked to Tyrael. This turned in the Izual quest.
What did I do?
Simultaneously, I felt shock, fear, and immediate regret.
Oh, damn it.
Not only did this remind me that I am a skillless loser, but then I received a great boon that would have lifted the spirits of any other player. But for me, it only, like your toothless grandpa with a bag of corn nuts, reminded me of things that could have been. Anyways, time to beat Diablo's ass. Only this can make me feel alive again. With the addition of Stormcasters eating my mana, and the dreaded Oblivion Knights, things got much harder in the Pandemonium Fortress. Seriously, these curses are no joke. The Grand Vizier was such a pushover, Emilio took him down without me even seeing his health bar. Lord DeSace was a different story. He spawned with extra strong. Maybe the skillless melee Barbarian should take it a little bit slower when dealing with curses. But after taking my time and killing each of his minions one by one, he was no match for me. I guess he was more like a teen than I thought. Lastly, the Infector of Souls. He's always tough. I think this is the point where I'm starting to feel my lack of skills. Without defensives, skill damage, and a way to escape, Percival turns into so much dead meat. But like most things, with enough sweatiness, you can achieve anything. Going into Diablo, I'm just going to say it. I have no idea how I'm going to deal with him. Diablo's melee attack is a lot to heal through alone, but we also have all of his other attacks. My best bet is to just hit him and try to dodge what I can. If worse comes to worse, I can always run off and re-heal. But my damage is quite lackluster. With no skills to give me any damage, I'm hitting like a pool noodle. Combined with not even an iota of attack rating from said skills, I'm hitting just as often. You know, something that would help me dodge out of the way. Something that was on a set of boots that I found. You guys get it now. I forgot I had leap after I stopped fucking around with it.
Damn it, he's doing it.
I then tried my hardest to cheese his lightning ability by getting him stuck on the pillars, to mixed results. But then I nutted up. What's the worst that could happen? We, softcore Nephilim, are trapped in the repetitive cycle of death and rebirth. And before long, we turn Diablo into a pile of ashes.
There we go.
Eternal suffering would be too brief for you.
I'm so over it, I don't even see what he gave me. Bye.